guys, so we are back with, I guess, another brolog. This is going to be like a behind the scenes of the comp prep clients. A lot of stuff happening, obviously, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of mixed emotions, and I kind of want to take you guys through this day to kind of know what it feels like as a competitor, as a coach, what we have to do for them, even doing the work that we have to do even for our other clients as well. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this. But today we are gonna, I have two guys competing plus a female, so a girl, bikini girl, which is their first show ever nationally. Obviously David and Victoria, they're new to competing. Tung has competed a few times, so he's a bit more chilled, but this will be his first national show as well. So we're both pretty excited to see how well they'll do. And honestly, they've already put in all the hard work. It's just gonna be up to the judges now. They're literally the best they can possibly look. There's nothing else I could have asked for them, and I think they fit the criteria of what we need to do. It's just about now who they stand next to, and you can never control that, right? So hopefully you guys enjoy the day. I was getting a sore throat just a moment. Perfect. No? Really happy? No, looking like exactly. Definitely leaner than last week.
Oh my God.
Did you weigh yourself this morning?
No, I didn't get it.
Okay, that's fine. Like, I think you're definitely exactly where we need to be. So just in the middle, as we said, like I just had to push because I remember that girl was very lean.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, okay, well, we're a bit far from that, but now we're there. So now we're like, okay, we're just behind her, but we're also not holding too much as well. So you're in the middle. So that's we're playing that game.
Yay.
So we just need to carve up and then just see what the judges. I mean, bikini is a hard division, but I think you're the middle everywhere it should be. So yeah.
Okay. Amazing.
Just excited. A little bit of honey and then some salt on it as well. That'll be like what we do for the first time. And we'll just start pumping up. We have to actually go soon because like you gotta eat your meal now and you have to start pumping up. Yeah. Actually, yeah, we should probably go soon. Maybe go there and eat. Yeah, I can don't eat here. Yeah. Does it still fit? We did use like a kilo in 1 week. I just realized, I just totally forgot.
Yeah, I have a mark. It still fits.
Okay, like, still fits nice and tightly. Okay, hey. You don't have to try walking around, moving around, like, hey, good. I just realized, yeah, she pretty much dropped like a whole kilo, and so, yeah, I don't know, I'm worried that bikini might like fall off. There you go. But you can tie, right? Yeah. So.
It's fine. It's like time.
It should be fine. Almost on target. Just ready to torch. Okay, let's start having more food. Alright, go start having more chips. Handful? Yeah, handful of chips. Just a little handful because, you know, his stomach's going a bit flat and we just got to manage it because he's competing for the next 4 hours, I think. Like he finishes, I think last house like around 2. So the problem is like you call him too much, they might spill over. So yeah, just finding that fine balance. Just got to figure it out and adjust. Hey guys. Good? What sense you're at?
If you look worse, we did well with the... Alright, you broke up.
Yes. I heard you helped her with some of the poses.
Yeah, I want to bring that up forward. So if you're looking for this shape, it's completely different to like an IMBB bikini.
Yeah.
So we need to get that shape out like that.
The hand position.
Yeah.
It does make your shoulder look nicer.
Forward,
Yeah,
exactly.
no, it does. Yeah. And show your biceps as well. That's good. Alright, so make sure you do that. Remember that was what I said to you, right?
That's the way you want to go like that. Pull it out a little bit more. So once you got this shape, that's the lower, you know, and the waist comes in and then the glutes come out. So that's also what they're looking for.
So it's not too backwards, it's more like forward.
So she gets that width in that lower back. So that's great.
Okay. Right, 420, right?
So not actually after the muscularity, but actually
The width.
the width, yeah.
And then hand position for
better.
this one. That one, yeah, that's better. That looks so much more nicer, actually.
Yeah.
420, right? I like it the way here. We got a little bit leaner, yes. Yeah, okay, kilo. I was worried that bikini was gonna fit. We lost the kilo a little bit. Huh?
I thought you looked amazing at the show.
Yeah. Well, the feedback was we had to come glutes a little bit more fuller, so so I just assumed that we had to just be a little bit leaner.
Yeah, no, she was
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Now we just do a pump up. So excited.
I just think that she just needed to widen her upper body a little bit.
Okay.
She's got this tiny little waist.
Yeah.
So yeah, that shape is killing.
Everybody knows they're good.
Touch your muscle well.
He has been. He gets real bad. It's been bad. We can talk.
Your weight? I said we're not supposed to get What? Then why did I say
They say you're not supposed to get
But he's late as well. Have you got plates?
It's already.
Have you got plates?
She looks we'll do straight on.
Yeah, I knew you were going to do that.
So straight on pull down tip. So for lats. For lats tip. Like scared. Have fun. It's like a big smile on the stage. Yeah. And what I said, just there. It's like, I'm here. You know, I'm here, guys. Like, I'm freaking here. That's what you gotta be like, right? That's how David pretty much goes into it. Like, he just goes into it like, fuck, I'm here, bitches. Who's at me? Bring them at me. Bring all the competitors. That's the right attitude to have, and you get noticed because of that. You know, it's so important. So yeah, you gotta be the same thing. Like, I want you guys to look at me. Yeah, exactly. Good. That waist time. You're right. Go. Remember big lats as well. Open up those lats in every pose in the real. Put them right. Breathe it out. There we go. You'll be amazing. Slow it down. Slow it down. Just slow it down a little bit. There's no need to rush.
Like very calm.
There we go. See, that opens your abs. Yeah. Back to the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. slow it down, deeper breaths. Don't rush it. Down sometimes, you know, you gotta breathe from the belly. Such good advice, eh? It actually works. That's what's like, holy shit. That makes a huge difference. Core sensor. Good, yeah. Core sensor, right?
Right now, I'm like, I feel like I need to be
Core sensor, right?
slow recovery.
Real. Open up your hands from the rear, yeah. Hand position, yeah, good. Yes. Core sensor, right?
Ladies, face flat. Yes, remember the feeling of how, yeah, and then I go, yeah. Ladies, face flat.
You got this, alright? You got this, get slacked up, you got this.
I'll touch you. I'm going to do it so it's like that. Now tense everything on. What you want to try and do is when you're doing it, you want basically wide here, and you want to think your sternum is the point that you want to try and get round. You get me? So like you're here, you're turning to get that around. It's not so much your shoulder around, it's getting your chest around. Now, blow it out. Is that better, camera guy? Yeah. Because what's happening is because you're trying to bring this round switch up in this one back, and you're losing your back in your head. So I want you to win this so badly. Yeah. Yeah. Face the rear.
They said
Yes.
hamstrings going on. So that was
Yeah.
the thing, that was the feedback
Yeah.
that we had to get off. So
Now-
no matter what, yeah.
Row into here. Now open up. It's
I
like,
get what you're saying.
here's great, but then it's like, it
I think
washes.
it's like he has not very good mind muscle connection. So when we want hamstrings on, we're gonna lose the back.
It's
It's
which
kinda
one you
hard.
want to trade? Crank your chest up.
I'm gonna think just because he's not very good with tensing his legs, so I'll say legs on. Like forget like he has a big taper. I guess thickness they're gonna overlook it, but they might look at his hamstrings and be like, oh, hey,
It's also who's he up against.
the guy's got a massive back. I don't think he's gonna be able to keep up with it. Yeah, so I think like hamstrings will be more important. Like if that was the feedback we got, and I'd rather just push the. Okay, he's got hamstrings when it's on, and I'd rather them just see that and be like, okay, he's in condition with his legs, he's not off, you know? Because back they can be like, oh, he's got abs, he's like fairly conditioned. Like he'll change there, so it's kind of it's on, yeah. Do it normally too, like how we practice.
Do it normally?
Like how you normally get them on net, like back then. Just like literally yesterday, like how we get it on. Just do that normally. Like open those legs up. You're not really getting it on. Did you change your poses? Okay. So a little recap of what happened yesterday. It was a very tiring day. I did get up at about 4 a.m. replying to check-ins for my other clients. So it's a roller coaster of emotions as always. I do feel like it's a hard one. You know, I do get emotional. I try to detach a little bit, but I'm not gonna lie. I do attach myself a lot to it. I do think about my competitors a lot. You know, every day, when it may seem like I don't say a lot to them, but like I do think about what we could have done or what we could have done better, how they're gonna place, who I'll be versing. There's so many things to consider when coaching like competitors to the stage, I think a lot of people just don't see. You know, throughout the week, I'll be thinking about it. I'll be like comparing photos with like the winners from other states. I'll be looking at conditioning. I'll be looking at, okay, fullness, how much carbs do they need to eat? And it's so much fine details of like even posing, like how do they pose better to look better and be competitive? And it changes so much. I do feel like a national show is a bit all over the place. It's very hard to kind of predict sometimes, and it's just subjective to the judges. This show definitely like did open a lot of different questions that I'm like, oh, okay, like WA I can kind of predict, like our state show, because I've watched it enough. But even like watching the Sydney show, it's like completely different judges of panel. Apparently there were 4 ladies on the panel and there wasn't any males at all, so that could have been making the difference. Obviously, you know, I'm not saying that they wouldn't experience anything like that. It's more a case of it's so subjective that, you know, they could like a certain look and be like, this is the look we're going for, and then they'll just do a 180 the next class later. So the team did amazing. We got 1 pro card, David Fung, a new fitness model, ICN Pro, which is I'm super happy for him. Honestly, he definitely deserved it. We started about 20 months ago. If you guys wanted to see a before and after photo, I'll make sure to post that as well. You'd be kind of shocked to see where he started from, the muscle he built, and now he obviously winning his pro card and doing his first show ever. So it's did the state show, went to now. I was like, why don't you just give it a go? There's no reason why he shouldn't. He actually didn't win overalls in Perth. He did lose out to someone else, but obviously at nationals, there's, you know, you might not be versing the same people, different panel of judges, and he did turn it around and get that, you know, pro card, which is a very good feat in itself. Tung, our coach, did amazing as well. Like, he proves every single season. I do love his structure for the fitness model category. It's just one of those things that it's just a time game. Like, I think once he fills out his physique and gets that sort of muscularity that he needs, I think he'll be unbeatable, but it's just gonna be a time game. And now it's just more about just building again, as we always have been, and it's just improving the quality of his training. Even though he knows how to do everything perfectly, I think like improving that quality of training is super important, and that's something that we can definitely improve on in the later stages. And I'm sure he's gonna come back in 2 years' time and really wow people, like he always does. I think his physique is amazing. It's structurally, genetically there. It's just more now just about building that size. We got Victoria, obviously my bikini girl. She did amazing in States. Was super happy with the conditioning we brought. It was exactly what we needed. She did exceptionally well. She won all her classes. She did miss out on the overall title in Perth, but she came over here and versed the, you know, obviously the winner from the state show and did place higher. So obviously we made some improvements. She did lose almost a whole kilo between 1 week apart. I did push her a lot harder in this prep. I almost pushed her to I almost made her do an hour cardio every day pretty much for the last week, just to get a little bit leaner, because I did look at the other girls and the other girls were definitely leaner over here. So therefore, you know, I had to make those adjustments. So couldn't have asked for anything more, honestly. I think, you know, she was a good blend of what bikini should be. She's got the muscularity, she's got the size, and now it's just back to the drawing board and just improving her physique a little bit more. When she actually started with me, she wasn't actually eating meat, she was vegetarian. Something I did forget the little details. I remember talking to her on the phone console, and I was talking to her again, and I was like, oh crap, I remember you telling me that. And I was like, you gotta eat some meat, yo. So we started eating some meat, getting that protein in, and she started putting on muscle. She just followed the plan really well. She was a textbook client. Communication was good. She always checked in every weekend, sent photos, videos every morning. She did everything to a T and just followed the plan perfectly. So I honestly couldn't have asked for anything more. And that's, to me, that's a winner in my eyes. And if you look at before and after photos, you cannot take away her progress and her hard work. So, and we are gonna aim for probably Season B this year, possibly. We don't know exactly which show we're going to do. I don't really want to say it yet. We have to talk about a game plan, see if we have enough time, and see if she wants to do it with her lifestyle and everything like that as well, because, you know, these are all very important factors. So we also had Jay competing, so Nicole's client. So she did amazing as well. Like, if you watch her journey, she embodies Slegion as a whole. She inspires people. She leads by an example, you know. She's literally got the tools she needs to help other people now, you know, and she is a PE teacher. So I'm learning a lot about the people that we work with, and she is just an inspiration in the whole. I think she lost like 40-ish kilos or 40, 50 kilos for this stage this time. So just remember, you can never take that away, but competing is one of those things that people, they don't really, like, on stage is on stage. If you dieted for 4 weeks, if you dieted for 2 years, the judges don't care. They only care about what what you look like on the day, and it's the harsh reality of what competing is like sometimes. And sometimes it's just one of those things that if you love the game, you just keep going and keep trying to improve. And I guarantee that with her mindset and the skills she has now, I'm sure she's gonna come back even better next time she competes. And she's got some big goals in the works. We've got my last client, Graham. He competed on Saturday as well. I wasn't there with him, so I had to coach him virtually. FaceTimed and everything. He knew the game plan. Luckily, I was there for him at States, so we kind of knew what we were doing. And one of my other coaches, Sarah, was there with him. So it was just a simple carb up. We already put in the hard work. It was just about being up there. And honestly, he was the oldest guy on stage. He was telling me that the MC probably knew, and he's 59 years old. I do say this a lot because he also embodies Slegion as a whole. He inspires people to make the change. He lives the lifestyle, and he wants to live the best life he can possibly live and reach his full potential, and he has. And then people who give me a number game, I'm like, look at this guy, he's 59 years old. He just did his first bodybuilding comp. He placed, you know, which is already a feat in itself. And he's just like, I'm beating some guys that are younger than me. And I'm like, yeah, I told you, you really brought that condition. And so it's never too late for anyone. Don't ever feel like that, because it's just an excuse. At the end of the day, don't make those excuses. Just work as hard as you possibly can be and make the most of your life. Because if you look at yourself 1 year from now and you look back and you think, you know what, I should have started a year ago, I guarantee you're gonna regret that. Just remember, it's not about progress. Oh, no, sorry, it's not about perfection. It's all about progress. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this behind the scenes. A little bit of a rant from me, I would say. I do think about this a lot, and I do love what I do. It is very tiring. It's an emotional roller coaster because you have to be there for the clients and give them that confidence as well. So, and always know that as coaches, we do make mistakes. Like, you know, don't think for a second that we're not gonna be making mistakes. We are perfect, because, you know, I know so many great coaches out there, and all I hear is mixed reviews. And I'm like, give your coach a chance. Remember, it's a relationship. You've got to talk to your coach. You've got to ask questions. You've got to tell them things. Yes, we love a textbook client that follows the plan, but if our textbook client doesn't tell us that they're not feeling well, or they're like, I don't like this food, or I'm closet eating, or whatever the case is, then we can't help you. We only know what we know, and that's pretty much it. We can't be expected to read your mind, so always communicate. And there is obviously another line of oversharing, so you don't want to overshare too much, but you want to at least talk enough so that way we know what's happening. You ask those right questions. Then as a coach, we're going to try to ask you the right questions to make sure that we're on track. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this behind the scenes, and yeah, make sure to like and subscribe.